to blow motors.
You already know what's going down.
Yep, we got them all put in here. Broke a screw. The day's finally here. We're gonna start working on this again. I know I always bring this back for like a day and then give up. Here is the LS coil conversion kit. A few videos ago I kind of talked about it and how we were going to do it, so I think today it's nice out. We'll go ahead and start working on it. And then throughout the video I have some other really big news to talk about with the Mazda Speed. So make sure to stay tuned, we'll check it out. Got this, like, not cheap, but kind of cheap conversion kit. Npboosted, their LS coils with, I think those generic coils, just rebranded I'm sure. But yeah, it comes with a bracket and everything to mount. And of course red wires because race car. Pop the hood and see what we got going on and then try to figure this out. Taking a look here guys, it looks like we will have to remove the air box, which is fine. The coil pack is just right underneath everything right here, which is kind of inconvenient. So we'll take that off first before we jack up the car, just get a good look. They're tucked way down in here. I highly doubt you'll see it. So yeah, let me go ahead and take this off and then we will take a bigger look. Bigger? Closer. Take a closer look. Words. I haven't taken the airbox off an RX-8 yet. At least I can't remember. Go through my videos and tell me if I have. I'm just gonna unscrew from the throttle body, pull it back, and then I think this big old box is gonna be a pain in the ass, so hopefully we have good luck with that. Oh, it's so old and on there. Come on, buddy. There we go. I don't know what this is. It's like a evap type ordeal or something. Not evap, I don't know. Which, by the way, this is stock from Mazda. This little electrical tape deal. All RX-8s have this. I don't know why they didn't just make it tidier and cleaner, but that's what they did, so that wasn't me. That's Mazda. Gross. Just a heads up, this clip sucks to the mass airflow. I cannot get this thing off, so I'm just gonna keep an eye on it, make sure nothing ever gets near that and gets dirty. I'm making sure nothing falls down into my intake too. I don't have like a short ram or anything or a cold air. It's actually not really common on RX-8s to have them. Then they're kind of complicated to go down into the bumper, but it doesn't really benefit them to have an intake, so it's fine to run just your stock intake. Maybe one day I'll do it, I don't know, but it definitely, it's aesthetics, makes it look a lot cleaner because this box is so big. Found the 10 mil. Remember reading that the air box is a pain to get out? And it definitely is. There's so many like vacuum lines and things like that it's taking minutes, and I have to take the strut tower off, or yeah. Strut tower? Strut bar? I don't know. Guys, it won't pop out. Advice if you're taking off your air box, like trying to remove it completely, is if you're gonna change it for an intake, your sensor right here, where everything is kind of convoluted, you can't take it all the way out without undoing it. And instead of taking off the vacuum lines and all that garbage, I'm gonna just unscrew it from the box if I can, and then it'll be out your way. There we go. That's that sound we like. You heard that? That kunk. Didn't need that. Didn't need that one either. Awesome. Guys, I hope those hit the floor. All my pulleys are right here. So right here, guards, what'd I say? All right, so right here is your coils. As you can see, they're itty bitty tiny guys. And these ones I have here, the LS coils, are huge. So they don't exactly fit in this location, what they provide you with in this kit that I got. From Npboosted is a bracket, and then they also have little brackets coming off this that holds them on with this little tab. So we're gonna mount them up somewhere. They don't give you instructions, so we're just gonna have to find out. I don't know if it'll fit right there in that factory location, but we'll have to just kind of tear into it and see. So I've had a misfire, like not a bad one, and it idles like garbage. And when I bought this car, she had said that the motor had been rebuilt, and it drives fine, and it makes decent power. Like it feels like it has compression, but I think I found out why I'm having problems with spark. First of all, it looks like they broke this plug and tried to just tape these wires back in place. You see these zip ties back here. I don't know if you can see that, but they broke the stud off. So I don't even know if it's making connection, which would lead to why there's a misfire. There's this, which is something. So it's a good thing that we're doing this anyways, and I have a whole new bracket, I have a whole new wiring harness, so we don't need any of this garbage. I cannot believe that. You guys hear that? It's also stripped. So whoever worked on this before me is a dumbass. And this is the most inconvenient spot to get to coils ever too, by the way. So I'm really happy that we're doing this. This would have to happen eventually anyways. I cannot even get this bracket off. I cannot. Big ass head. These are literally stripped and broken. So I can't get these off because they stripped the goddamn done did the Dewey, you know? Look at that. When lefty loosey goes lefty tighty, you know you got a problem. Yeah, see, it's... Come off. Getting anywhere? I mean, we got play. Yeah, this is hilarious, guys. No wonder why this car ran like shit. I want to touch base too with the speed. Really soon we're gonna start putting the turbo in and the air cooler and all that and start tuning it. I'm just waiting for like another paycheck or two so I can make sure I have enough for, you know, getting the tune, getting new fluids and everything to do it. I guess kind of a big announcement is I am actually gonna go to Mazda Takeover. It's an event hosted by Cork Sport. Pretty much all the speed dudes, Mazda dudes, get together in Idaho to do this big cruise, do some racing and things like that. It's like a 5-day event. Really, really cool. And I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna build the speed up so we can maybe try to make a good pass. It's autocrossing too. I'm really stoked. I'd love to take this, but this ain't gonna make it. And we're gonna drive the speed out there from here in Utah. It's about 6 hours. I'm really hyped. I want to do like a whole series on that for like prepping the speed for Mazda Takeover. We just got this coil out. Stock Mazda coil. It sucks because I imagine these might be a little bit newer once you had the motor built. Mazda had this thing like where these only lasted 60,000 miles. And they'd replace the coils and the motor. The motor would go out in 60,000 miles too, which right here I believe is where they rebuilt it. 09, yeah, this is where they rebuilt it. So this is, or is this an 06? Yeah, this is an 06. Never mind, this is its birthday. It was born that day. Anyways, she had stuff saying that, yeah, it was rebuilt by Mazda under the warranty. It was rebuilt at, God, what'd she say, like 60,000 miles it was rebuilt right before the warranty expired. Mm-hmm. And then right now it has like 100,000 miles on it. So it's got low mileage on the new motor. And I think why she sold it is because of these coils. She probably didn't know. She said she had a buddy work on the car for her, and it looks like Buddy did work on her car for her. Good thing it's in our hands now. Let's keep breaking knuckles and get the rest of these off and throw this trash away. So this one that's zip tied in, I'm just taking the whole bracket off because we're taking the bracket off anyways. There's 3 bolts. There's one on the block right down in here. And then you'll also have to take my word for it, but there's 2 right here. All of this has been 10 mils, by the way, if you're curious. And so far I've had no issues with like needing PB blaster and all that. All right, well, I lied. I broke a screw. Are you filming that?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Okay. Got it out, got the bracket out. And yeah, as you can see, they did a nice little job here, some zip tie. I mean, come on. Let's talk about this. As car guys, we zip tie everything together, so working hard. Oh, before you hose me in the comments for wearing a white shirt, I did this just for you guys. So. Alright, so I've spent the last few days here working on the bracket for the coils. It's coming around real nice. This bracket's kind of a pain to put together. I've been in the process of doing that just kind of off camera. What we actually just use is the OEM bracket for them. That just kind of sits over it, and then it has some bushings and stuff to help with grounding. Over here is actually just like some tails, like an adapter for each one. So we'll just have to make sure we get leading 1, trailing 2, and all that stuff correct. You can barely see it, but the other day when I was working on this thing, I came down, I sliced the chunk of my thumb off right there, like the whole nail and everything's cut off. It's just kind of hanging on by a thread, so it's kind of a pain to work with, but we're getting it. So right now, I am just putting this bracket back in, and with these 4 prongs, these studs or whatever, which one's broken, because, yeah. This bracket sits on top of that, and then we bolt it back down. We put some washers in between. I believe that's for contact for grounding and all that. But yeah, just there's supposed to be 3 little 10mm bolts. See, it's zoop, 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 zoop. And it's done. So I'm gonna go ahead and tighten those down, and then we'll toss this in, lift the car up, take the wheel out, then get to the spark plugs on the little Dorito. We are doing the pigtails, or the whatever you call those things, adapters, I don't know. Anyways, we're doing those next. You can see I got one plugged into the harness already. Just going back, I'm gonna do the ground here. I'm just gonna do it on the strut tower over here, just be just a good ground. The way I have to have everything tucked up in here is so wrong and gross and not pretty, and there's no way for me to fix that without like trimming these wires and redoing everything. Then I ran the ground up here onto the strut tower, so just I try to tuck that away for now. All right, so you can kind of see the rear housing for the leading and trailing plug right there. If you're curious, the bottom plug is your leading and the top is your trailing, so try not to mix those up. Yeah, that's not good. That's why we had a misfire. I think I have bad news. That looks like rust to me. Okay, it's an RX-8. They blow motors. I think it'd be kind of cool to pull a motor from the Turbo 2 and put it in here. We'll see. We'll still put these new plugs in and see what's going on. All right, well, so far I'm not too happy with this kit. I finally got the leading 1 plugged in. I had to like route it in a really weird way to get it down in there. So this is leading 1, trailing 1, leading 2, trailing 2. It's definitely idling a lot better than it used to. That's good. We might have like a little bit of life left in this thing. Wow, it's a lot quieter. It's not bad. It seems like it's running better. It's definitely got more power. Say this, that if you do enjoy some of the content I'm doing, please let me know. Just comment. You don't have to subscribe, you don't have to like it, just let me know, like, hey, maybe try doing this instead, or do that, or like, hey, we want to see this about the speed or that about the speed. I'd appreciate it. I'm really trying hard at this YouTube thing. I know this video kind of sucked just because I wasn't really in the mood. I was kind of having a bad week, but yeah, let me know what you think. I'd really appreciate it, especially with us doing this Mazda takeover thing. I'm really close to their car. Hold on. These spots are really tight. But yeah, I'd appreciate it. You want to see more RX-8 stuff? You want to see more speed stuff? Just let me know. Thank you guys. Do what you'd like. Subscribe. Don't subscribe. I'm just having fun. See you guys next time.